Leave my son before you out.
Hi, Kate.
We're good.
All right, so I'd like to call the meeting for the Harborist Committee to order Thursday, January 15th at 1:03 PM. First on the agenda is public input. None? I think you answered it for me, Kate, in your harbor master report, that derelict boat getting towed. So is that the Sosa one? Is that at the launch, at the boat ramp?
No. Over different.
When is that one leaving?
The one at the ramp,
Yes.
the trailer is broken. So that is on the individual that took responsibility for it, which is the salvage provider.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone else has gotten paid out insurance wise, so that is up to the insurance provider to remove that. So I would like a letter from you, from Amy, from the town, pushing that forward. Let's get that.
Yeah, let's get that moved.
The eyesore, it's been over a year.
Yeah, I agree. Excellent.
So, again, he's been paid out. I think the next, if he can't get the trailer, so he can't get the trailer down to the transfer station.
Mm-hmm.
Let's get a dumpster there.
Sure,
I would rather not break it apart right there.
sure. I understand.
Material everywhere.
Yeah, you can have-
I'd rather try and work on the trailer.
Awesome. I just wanted to ask that question. Thank you.
So the Scotia boat is the sailboat that tore the pylon on Bimmy? Gotcha. And that was on the mooring.
Still,
Okay.
Gotcha. Excellent.
Well, this year actually isn't that bad. We don't have a lot of problem children.
Any other public input? Number 2, correspondence. No correspondence. Excellent. Number 3, approval of minutes for November 2025. Any issues? Yeah, I have no problems with them. Make a motion to accept. Excellent. All in favor?
Aye.
Katie, you gotta put me down as abstain because I wasn't there.
Thank you.
The approval, number 5, approval of Town of New Shoreham Harbor's Department schedule of fees for 2026. Any comments? This is what we discussed.
Fortunately, I believe Andy and Evan need to recuse themselves because they have slips.
okay.
Regarding the charter.
Yep.
The charter and commercial area. Which would not make a quorum for everything. But these, what you have in front of you is from Josh.
Mm-hmm.
And he would like to see the nightly rate go from $4.50 to $5.
Mm-hmm.
And the daily $2.50 to $3.
Mm-hmm.
And then for charter and commercial,
Mm-hmm.
I would like to see everyone in the same line, in the same realm. Everyone's paying the same amount, you're working the same amount, you're required to utilize your slip the same amount. Yes, the commercial slips have more year-round use as opposed to Bobby and Matt King, who have charter slips and don't have pilings to tie off of, but those are not the problem children that we have.
Makes sense.
So flat rate for both commercial and charter slips year round, $40.
Mm-hmm,
Commercial going from 35 to 40,
mm-hmm.
and it's actually a decrease for the charters. Down a level, but
See.
consistency, I'm sorry, I'm not sure if it's on the agenda or not, but John Grant suggested that we make a peer review group within the Old Harbor. It is, okay.
It is on the
I'm
agenda.
gonna bring that up right now. Within the Old Harbor group, have someone from the committee, have maybe a member that's that has a slip, and then someone else, 3 or 4 people that will review these with me. And then those will be policed a little more extensively for use and requirements that I've been requiring since 2020.
Can we call it the Old Harbor Knitting Club?
Oh, where's the one more?
I think it makes sense, you know, it even goes with the more
think it-
people who show up to these meetings as a peer group to get the ideas and things running, but that, absolutely great, yeah.
It's also
Most
great.
definitely, and that'll help with the Old Harbor, harbor management plan, also the review.
Yeah, totally, because we can bounce ideas around and get more of an input for that. I can reach out to
It's
John.
almost me. So I'm not feeling like the bad person.
It's
who
you.
wants to
Yeah.
come down and say, you're not using your slip, you're gonna lose it.
Yeah, we can almost hold each other accountable. Yeah,
Well, yeah, it empowers you guys to police your own stuff.
Yeah.
And, you know, make the dock as good as you want it to be.
So going back to the fee
These,
schedule, I think you can only, with the quorum that you have, you can only agree on the nightly and day rates. And then everything else will have to be,
okay.
we'll have to hold off. But if you guys wanna kick that around, but this is coming from Josh, these are Josh's ideas. And
that's great.
So, but why, well, for Scott, why wouldn't we want to increase the nightly town one to like 70?
because we're not giving them anything. still.
Well, I think they get a high value of coming here, and it's significantly safer to be on a town mooring.
I wanna
They
say the
are-
last time we raised that was 2022.
Just that, I feel like. But we just rose them, it's only been.
Yeah, it was 2023.
It's only been 2 years, right?
So
Yeah,
it's
2023,
yeah.
I know that there is a subcommittee for the Sanpete Meadow project. So I would like to see that being pushed more in front before I
Is it-
support trying more.
Yeah,
I
but
think we're at a very good rate right now.
Yeah.
For what we're offering our transient voters in New Harbor.
Right, but you know, I think part of the reason that I would think we could increase it, I mean, the town's expending more money on the water supply. It's free pump out. We don't raft, right? Still?
It's always been free pump out.
Well, I know, but still, there's a lot of services that are supplied, and people have to get water that usually can't carry it that much. But did anybody complain this year, when we went to 65? There were no complaints. And the other thought is, I thought we had raised the mooring, the club moorings.
It's 2,000.
That seems like
I think it went from 1,600 to 2,000
It definitely did.
2 years ago.
so why not go to 2,500? And they could have 2-3 boats on their moorings, right? If it was a town mooring as opposed to a club mooring, if you had 60 days that they're full times $70, that's 4,200. If I didn't do that right, but you know, it's like $4,000 to $5,000 for if you just had one boat on a town mooring. 2,000 for a club mooring seems a little low if you can have 2 or 3 boats on it. Yeah, and you're policing and right, that there's not a.
We are policing daily and we're requiring the club moorings to provide us with usage of the 2-week minimum at the end of the season.
Yeah, so I mean, these clubs have 2,500, 150 members, maybe more.
Some have 100, some have 4.
Well, if they have 4, is that a club to begin with?
That's something that you need to review in our management plan.
Okay, well, okay, we need to look, at it. But I don't see I
You
mean,
can
why
make
not
a
raise it?
motion just so to raise it, but I'm not gonna support that. I think the New Harbor rates as we are and what we're providing to those transient voters is sufficient at this time.
Also, like you said, it was only 2 years ago that you raised them. You can't even really argue that inflation has played a factor if you were to raise them, say, $10 for the nightly town mooring or the private mooring. So I don't know. I think I'm kind of with Kate.
With the whole, them giving them your schedule of people coming to use that mooring, as I've always said, we don't provide anything other than free pump out truly, except in water. Nothing has changed in that realm. I'm happy with the fees as they are. And
I
I
think
support the harbor master and her decision.
The private mooring rental has completely increased. We're probably doing at least 25 to 30 a night. And so that program is really working and utilizing and bringing in a lot more revenue than it used to. And I can get you numbers since 2020 on how that has increased and has brought in revenue. Are you looking more for revenue? Are you looking for, what are you looking for, Charlie?
Revenue. Everything continues to go up. And I don't think raising it $5. If you're bringing a boat over here, you want to be on a mooring. I think.
We're creeping into Nantucket, we're creeping into Nantucket prices though,
Yeah.
Charlie.
Oh, I don't think so.
Oh, we are, I just checked.
Price.
We're in Nantucket range.
The price is just-
We're at the bottom of Nantucket right now and you wanna go up. And we don't offer anything that
You went
Nantucket
through
does.
this and you had the rates and you went through other islands and local
Yeah,
communities that have, as much traffic as we do. And I honestly, I think for at least another year, we should stay where we are before we
okay.
see.
But what about
where
okay, I'll pass on
facilities
that.
go.
But what do people think about the clubs?
About,
That's the mooring for the club.
Oh, I'm all for hitting the clubs. I'm just saying.
I don't wanna see any.
I think it's a incredibly good deal for clubs. I think it's a fantastic deal for clubs.
Yes, when you spread.
I don't think we have to be that kind. I don't think we're the USA Sailing Association, as a town, and that we should be, not getting what those moorings are commercially worth. So, if that mooring with 3 boats on it is worth X amount of dollars for the summer, that's what they should pay.
And they have budgets and it's just spread across the entire membership.
I don't care about their membership or
Yeah.
their budgets. I'm just
Don't
saying
know.
the value of that mooring.
It's to them, it's a small amount when it's spread across the membership.
I agree.
And I think it's a recruiting tool for them to say, we have a mooring on, you should join our club because we have a mooring on Block Island, we have one here. So it's like
They should be
Badge
paying
of honor.
for the reservation, but the mooring should be generating the same. They're paying for the right to always have their mooring. Not for, that mooring should cost the same as if it was booked every night, like it would during the season. If the average mooring generates, what does the average mooring generate? Do we know that number?
65 a night.
But I mean, I'm saying we can look at last year and say, we had X amount of nights,
a minimum of 2 weeks.
per season, but I'm saying per season, what would a mooring generate?
Mind you, I don't know if they're taking in their rental. I don't know if they're charging their.
They're club members.
But that's irrelevant, I think.
It's not irrelevant because they're making money off of utilizing their mooring out here. And that's against the rules.
Right.
Remember
Well, yeah,
when
but we've
we had
already
that-
addressed that. So what I'm saying is whatever that mooring is worth, mooring 64 will generate on an average year $6,400. Do you know what I mean? That's a regular mooring, one of our regular town moorings. Whatever that mooring, regular town mooring generates for the season is what the club should pay for their mooring. They shouldn't get a discount on their mooring for taking it for the season
Yeah.
and not making it available to everyone else. They should be paying at least the same
You can also.
as what that the opportunity cost. Thank you. That's what I was. That's the point I'm trying to make. And I care about the town. I don't care whether their clubs have internal problems because we had those people. Oh, you're going to cause a rift in our club and our club's going to fall apart because, well, I'm sorry. Then maybe you shouldn't be in this game. You know, I'm just saying. We're not the USA Sailing Association giving away moorings to create sailing opportunities. The mooring should generate what it would if it was commercially available. I'm not saying 100 days at 3 boats per day, because that's not what an average mooring generates. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
But it shouldn't be less. And I feel like it's probably less. That's my argument.
Because right now, hey, the clubs only pay that flat 2,000, correct?
2,000.
And there's no nightly fees.
Correct.
So I think
So
kind of
they
like
could-
With up to 3 boats on
what
it.
you could
They
do
could
is you could,
potentially have 3 boats on there.
so what you could do is like Bill said, that $2,000 is the convenience fee of them always having a mooring, and then you could propose to charge a nightly fee on top of that $2,000 for them just securing that mooring and then having control of that mooring.
I don't know if I want to go so far as into changing the whole system.
It seems like it would get
So-
complicated fast.
Yeah.
65 a night for 2 months,
60 days. Yep.
3,900.
That's with one boat.
Yeah,
one
I
month.
just did 70 days.
Do you understand? Does everybody see my point now?
Absolutely. see.
So it's a lot more than it, yeah.
So for the
Yeah.
for the coming
Don't say
season,
that.
how about we raise it to 2,500 for a club?
Right.
I'll make a motion to raise the club moorings to 2,500 for the 26th season.
2027 season.
Oh, we gotta do it
It's
for the-
already been paid.
Oh, that's right. So this is really 27. Yeah, so
I'm
that's,
thinking more like 4 then. If it's for 2027. I'm dead serious. Why is the town in the business of making sailing clubs better? If they don't want to have the mooring, I'm sure Kate can put somebody on it every single night and we'll take it back.
There's
Or we'll find another club that does want it and doesn't see it as a big price tag.
There's a yacht club wait list. We have a separate yacht club wait list because we can only have 23 yacht club associated moorings.
For the state.
Yeah.
Charlie made a motion.
And then Bill modified it.
I
25 or 3,000.
Yeah, what do we?
like 4.
I think 3 is a good start.
I think 3 is a good start.
so at 3. So
There you
Make a
go.
motion to raise.
Government work we're doing here, people.
motion to
Club
increase the
fee
club
to
moorings to
3,000.
3,000 for the 27 year, summer
2027 season.
season.
Second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
All right,
All against? 1.
okay.
All right.
You have other,
So yeah, so that was part of the, so number 5. Approval of the harbor schedule of fees 2026. That we cannot deal with the commercial right now and or the charter. I have no problems with your suggestion or Josh's suggestions for the Old Harbor Cape. Anybody else?
Nor I.
No.
Yeah, I make a motion to accept, what?
there's a few more. There's a drop off and pickup fee,
The where?
underneath that rectangle is one of it's
Oh.
crossed out.
So,
Yeah,
They don't utilize that. We don't do drop off pickup.
Yep.
We have a minimum of, I think it's $25 if someone's there for the hour. But we
Yeah.
don't drop off and pick up.
Yeah.
fee. We would like that just erased. And then a non-resident charter boat, I'd also like that just erased. It's
Just a day.
charter commercial and they show proper documentation when they come in. And then Josh decides what rate they will be getting. So there's no need to even have that on our fee schedule. If we could just eliminate those lines to, just to clear it all up.
And would Josh would just charge them normal resident charter boat? fee
Yeah, and
or
if
something?
they're not, if they don't qualify for the commercial or charter rate, then they'll get the daily
Just a
rate.
day rate.
So the dock accessory use, the 750 per season, who,
Where are you?
the bottom of the first paragraph under the box, right under the drop-off pickup fee,
Oh, that's
on the
on,
non-highway.
Oh, on the old one.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah, we deleted it because it said summer 2011 only.
Yeah.
So
I was
the,
just wondering who fell under that, I don't.
No
understand.
idea. And it's from 2011.
Right,
I don't quite remember.
I
No
think-
idea what
I
that is.
think,
They just got rid of it.
no, I think
Yeah.
that's,
I don't remember most.
I think that's if you wanna have a trailer at the dock, like Bobby has a trailer. He's supposed to be paying $750 for that trailer.
And he pays
Yeah, and he pays it.
that, and that's
Oh.
just an administrative
Gotcha,
that we.
sure.
So I think it's gotta stay, I think.
Dock accessories, yeah, yes.
so we'll keep it, but delete the
Take the
wording.
2011.
2011 only.
Sure. You wanna put that back in and have it be.
I didn't care, I was just curious, I didn't understand.
And then we're not eliminating that, and then we know what, and then you all know what, Bobby's been paying, that's for him to maintain that. That's one of his parking spots, but
Mhm. Yep.
it's not an overnight spot.
I got you. That's it. Sorry to jump the gun. Anything else? Anything else, guys?
Nope, not for me.
No? So yeah, I guess I'll continue to make that motion to accept the changes to Old Harbor, or I should say, all Old Harbor stuff, right?
The Harbor's department schedule of fees,
Harbor's Department schedule of fees for 2026.
2027,
2027.
2027.
excluding
Excluding.
charter and commercial.
So that's something we'll have to
We'll have to wait on.
eventually.
Okay,
So that-
and
that
that'll be
was-
for 2027 anyway.
So you guys sure you don't wanna go to 70 for 2027 on the mooring, the private?
Charlie, I got you 3. Come on.
All right, I'll stop. Okay, I'll stop.
All in favor of that motion for the permit, the schedule of fees?
Aye.
Aye.
Any not in favor?
Who seconded the motion?
I'll second the motion.
Thank you. I read your report, Kate. Thank you. You guys read the Harbor Master, number 6 report on the Harbor Master?
Yep, I read it, yep.
I think the one thing I just want to reiterate is that I am more than aware of how much we need to dredge Old Harbor, and if I have to have another conversation about it, lose my shit, okay? I am doing my best.
Yeah.
We were potentially to work with our neighbor, the Philippies. They're working on getting a barge out here. It keeps getting pushed off, They're only gonna be here for a day, if that. They were not willing to take out what I was permitted to take out last year. So it was not financially feasible for us to take the money that, it just wasn't financially feasible. So I'm taking that money that I have for this year. We're gonna do engineering to try and get pilings in the old bait dock. And then next year, with or without the Army Corps, we're gonna do a massive dredge of the whole area.
Mhm.
And shore up the old bait dock and get it down to where it needs to be. And then we can continue the maintenance of it. And like I said, we're working on plantings for the dune that's being created there. Next week, we're gonna be meeting with the Old Harbor Task Force, just in their support, before I bring that to the town council. Working with Chris Reeves to potentially get what I think is the most financially reasonable way to dredge, and that would be a pump.
Was there an update? I remember last time we talked about reaching out to these and seeing about potential to remove sand from behind the wall.
So they're the other neighbors, and I have not.
I have not drafted a letter. I
Okay.
will draft a letter. When I talked to Katie, when I do draft a letter, I'll have Kate and Katie review it, but it will be more or less requesting them to join us at one of our meetings
Yeah.
and maybe set a date so we all know that we need a quorum to be here or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Some
Okay,
type of-
cool.
Some type of response request.
So my vision is every other year, we use some of the monies to do that.
Excavation. Yeah.
Thank you.
Sand
On
mitigation.
their side.
Yeah.
And whether I try and work with Army Corps or DEM on how the town gets that permit back into the town's hands on where we can redistribute sand.
To utilize.
Okay.
So,
Cool, yeah, you've been busy, Kate. You got a lot going on.
regarding Sosha.
Hmm.
He is the
Got it.
last boat out there. He has been notified and is well aware the town's taking possession of his boat. We will be storing it at the Block Island Club on a club trailer. It's the only trailer that I have been able to get because it's a sailboat and the
Yeah.
cost didn't have room for it to be stored. It's locked, it's secured right now. We hope to have it out of the water by early next week.
Awesome.
He will not get the boat back until he pays all fees incurred with all of this and shows insurance. It's it's insurance.
Yep.
But the boat at the boat ramp had insurance.
Right.
Everyone's been paid. We're just waiting for the
Trailer
removal
issue.
fee. And that's on the salvage provider.
And you have people that are willing to. When you say that Justin and Imar are gonna haul it like off of the island, that means, or just
No, it's being hauled out here. Ken
Oh, okay.
Lacoste is hauling it and it'll be stored at the Block Island.
okay, gotcha.
But Imar fixed their trailer. They're gonna take the mast down for us.
Okay.
So I gave them an estimate of what the town would be willing to pay.
Yeah.
We paid for them fixing the trailer up and they're gonna store it for us. So
Okay,
it's
gotcha.
kind of a win-win for
Yeah.
both parties. Mind you, Mr. Sosha had a lot of health issues. So
Is this bacala?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
I've given everyone more than enough time to to get insurance, and I'm giving him the same amount of respect and time to do that also before it's completely removed from his life.
You're very, very nice to him, Kate. Thank you. Any other?
One positive thing, Katie and I will be heading to the AMI conference in
Yeah, I read that.
Daytona in February. I've been going for the past 2 years, and Amy approved Katie to join me. So it's classes in marina development, in maintenance, in environmental There's a whole bunch of different classes that you can take throughout the 3-day conference, so.
Cool.
It's fantastic.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Nice.
Nice time to get away too.
Excellent. Thank you for your work.
So I think we skipped over the approval of the meeting schedule, or did I miss that?
We did.
No, we did skip it.
So it's the same, third Thursday. Yeah, there's a paper copy there. It's the same third Thursday of every month, with the exception of it being a week earlier in January or December of this next year.
Excellent. Sorry for the jump. Any other, while we're on the harbor master, any other comments on the report of the harbor master?
No,
Any?
not for me.
None?
Sounds good.
Thank you, Kate. Number 4, approval of minutes for the schedule for 2026. Any comments or suggestions?
Nope.
Anybody, we have to make a motion for that? It is what it is.
We have to make a motion.
I make a motion to accept the harbor's meeting schedule for 2026.
Question, did you do the December?
Yeah,
The second?
December 10th.
Yeah, the second Thursday in December rather than the third because of holidays.
Right, makes sense.
Cool.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Yes, all right, all in favor, thank you. Update on dredging projects, you just kind of updated us. Old Harbor,
New Harbor, same thing, I'm just waiting on the engineer, the town engineer, to get final surveys done, and New Harbor should be done this fall. In speaking with Army Corps, I don't see them coming out here next fall. So that's why I've put in my budget, my requested budget for 2027, $100,000 instead of 50 or 65, and I would like the support of the committee when I have to present that, and its need. So if you want to write a letter individually as to why, that would be much appreciated, and I can just combine that with my request through the
all right.
budget.
All
I
right.
can't do anything with $50,000.
No,
I just can't. No one's going to motivate or the last time we did it, Bain Transu did it for $65,000, and he did his best, but it was hardly it hardly scratched the surface of what we
drop in
needed.
a bucket.
So with the efforts of the Army Corps, if they happen to come out, combine it with the $100,000, I think we can move the sand that we need, and then we will be on schedule to maintain it.
Okay, so
Is the bait dock area gonna be able to be used this summer? The old bait dock? I mean, what's the cost of that, or the opportunity cost of it? Can't use it, it's crazy,
The loss,
yeah. I mean, I think
$60,000 to $80,000.
yeah, so
The Army Corps doesn't see loss of revenue as a
Right.
need.
you said that
So the navigation safety.
every time we talk
So-
about this.
Hazard to navigation, and they again they are so slow, so I cannot wait for them anymore. That was the problem that I had last year. I was expecting them to come out this winter to maintain it, and they didn't. And when I spoke to them yesterday, they did not anticipate coming out next year.
Yeah.
Wow. And that is their dock. They're required to maintain it.
Oh.
So they're more focused on the broken section underneath the Ballard side, where I have that sign of no no
cars.
driving beyond this
Mhm.
point.
Mhm.
They're gonna try and fix that in the spring. That's their
Hmm.
focus. It has nothing to do with all of the sand. But mind you, we can't dredge all of that until I shore up the old bait dock, because you're undermining the red breakwater and it is completely deteriorating. So either we take that breakwater out, put pilings in, we're still gonna have to put some type of bulkhead in there, otherwise it's gonna completely continue to fill in. So there's a lot of sand to be moved and it's gonna be really expensive.
A lot of engineering.
I don't know if I need to increase my request in the budget to 150 or 200,000, but that's really that's what I would love to see.
So you need some support, you need some letters from us, get some more monies.
Yeah, just as a, as a reasoning why, it's not just loss of revenue, it's a hazard to navigation.
Sure.
It's not being able to get the boat that needs to bring in bait for these guys to be able to even enter.
It's continuous, it's just ever.
And mind you,
discussed
Josh
every
did an
meeting.
amazing job fitting people in,
Right.
so it's hard to justify.
I can't remember, I know, I have to look at it, though, there are those red rocks, gonna go east to west.
That's the
But
one.
isn't there some giant rectangular granite blocks that got exposed when they first dredged it? Almost like adjacent to the jetty, right? There's like, isn't it, there's kind of a bulkhead already partially out on that red job.
Really?
Right, and I think it's on the east side of the bait dock, so when you're walking over that little ramp, if you look down and there used to be a big gully there would be, I mean, there were like 6 by 3 by 3.
He used to be able to put
Granite.
boats on the inside of
Right.
that old
Wow.
bait dock.
Right, so what if the bait dock didn't come out as far and it wasn't such a pinch point and utilize those? I don't know, but talk to
Either
someone.
way, it's gonna have to be redone,
Right,
either way.
Well, that's why I want to utilize the money that I have left that we didn't take,
You're saying stop
participate
there.
in what it's
Right,
potentially
the
gonna
other
be
side of
some
it,
dredging
here.
in Old Harbor.
those. go
If they
down
ever get here.
Reinforces.
They have until January 31st
Giant.
to get that barge here
Right.
to dredge
So off of those?
Ballard's area
Uh-huh.
or the
That is-
Liffey property. So
2 weeks.
it's just continually getting pushed off. That's why they moved the building and Greg cleared that area. That's gonna be for their material to sit. in.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Gotcha, yeah.
I can definitely, I'm happy to, write up a letter in support of me raising funds for dredging from the town.
And I can also send it to Army Corps.
Yeah,
Sure.
I can follow up with email and just like get specifics of like what you're looking for, so I can even phrase that in the letter of support. And maybe like, I'll ask you too, what else it would be helpful for me to say. I'm happy to do that. It'll only take a handful of minutes to write it up for you.
Yeah, I'm willing to do that too. It would be good, I think, to know what is the footage of the dock space that's not gonna be utilized. And to figure that for,
Probably 80 feet.
so 80 feet times,
How much between pylons down there? Is it 10, standard 10?
so if it's 80. I don't know.
Well, I mean, I got a picture that so shows how bad. That's King Tide. Look at the date of it. I sent those to you,
Yeah.
but that'll show you how many feet. Just count the pilings going
Yeah.
down.
I mean, there's no need for a dock there right now at all. You know, it's not even a dock at this point.
I hate to, I have to leave. Charlie, can you, finish up?
Yeah, well, we
Sorry,
got
I have
left.
to get on 2 guys.
Okay. So we go to item 9. So, I just,
Number 8.
number 8,
Great.
I think, didn't we do 8?
No, we haven't done any yet.
Thank you, sir.
Kind of
See you back.
talk about it today.
Sorry, thank you.
I think, didn't we earlier talk about number 8?
Didn't work a lot.
No, we didn't. I don't think so.
Mortgage of these things.
Sort of.
Oh, we touched on it. Yeah, about creating one.
Deep enough that they had-
Right, we said that,
Hmm.
said it was a good idea. I thought.
Yeah, I think it makes sense, and I'm happy to, I guess, a little more discussion. I'm happy to reach out to John and try to get a group of people that are willing to,
So
one, like, kind of
maybe
make that.
Put that on the next agenda to, appoint members of the committee to be part of the subcommittee.
Yeah.
Something like that.
And next meeting, we can talk about appointing
Yeah,
people
I think-
for the subcommittee, you mean?
Yeah. I
Yeah.
think 5 people is more than adequate.
Yeah, I can just like do a little bit of homework and even just like reach out and see who's interested. Cause you don't want everybody that's on it to be part of this committee, obviously.
No,
You want
they
some
should
bit,
not.
and not everybody should also be like a slip holder. You should
No.
have a little bit of, what's it called? Variability.
Okay, does that complete that discussion?
So, to summarize, we're gonna talk about it a little bit more next meeting, after Evan does some
Socializing.
Socializing.
reaching out to
Yeah.
people. And next meeting, we'll decide on a number of people for that subcommittee.
Or
Yeah, number.
create and
it's-
create and appoint, possibly,
Yeah.
Okay,
create and appoint members to the.
I'll just talk with John like mainly first, cause it sounded like this was John's idea that he
It
brought up,
was.
right?
Yep.
Okay.
All right, so 8 is done. So number 9, I had just asked the question of Katie and Kate related to other lighted buoys as you come into New Harbor. And that was just made me think of it because they had a big accident in Old Saybrook where some guy in a big power boat just slammed into the breakwaters there. Probably drinking, obviously, and some people were seriously injured and killed.
Mhm.
And they put a lighted buoy on the breakwaters. And I just don't know. Is there something at New Harbor?
Well, the towers are
There's
lit
There's
up,
a-
right?
There's a green tower.
Yeah.
On the south.
I thought that first red was lit too.
Yeah, it is.
Towers light up, I think,
the
right?
first 2 are lit as well, the
Right.
red.
The red.
Yeah, and then those
Red
smaller.
south.
The same as Old
red
Harbor,
as you
the
come in.
towers on either side.
Okay. So the other thought, as you come in the channel, have lighted, I know I hit one.
Oh,
year.
so you can line it up better.
Yeah, as you come in, cause you come in at night and it's foggy. I hit one. Pretty, well, didn't do any damage, but,
Somebody hit the most recent green can.
really?
Definitely did damage to their boat.
Well, that wasn't me.
Damage.
My hit was a few years ago. So, but would it make sense? I don't know what the cost is, but, and who does that? Is that,
That would be the Coast Guard.
that'd be the Coast
I
Guard?
cannot modify their channel markers.
They're aids to navigation.
Right.
But like the no wake buoys are town run, right? Are you allowed to light those?
Yeah.
You could
So
still
they wouldn't be on the GPS chart, Tom, but.
Yeah, we're still aid navigation.
Right.
Huh. But those no wake buoys are once you're already through that channel.
Aren't there a couple of no wake
I mean,
buoys?
We could put
You
more.
can place one right outside strategically to kind of mark
Put
it.
more buoys out there. Just wanna make it confusing for people. They
Yeah.
already don't know what they're doing.
And then it doesn't show up on a GPS chart, and then
Yeah.
they're really fucked.
Yeah. What? There's no white light on the chart.
Right.
I would think that the towers are pretty clear in terms of it being lit up. It's not like there's no lights for navigation coming in to dictate where the walls are. That's just my thought.
Well, at night in the fog, as you're in, and then there's there's no lights from the shoreline.
Right, to line it up.
Yeah, so you got,
You know where the
it's almost you
entrance
have to have
to
a,
the channel.
What do you mean once you actually get through the wall?
yeah,
Okay.
there's nothing that marks the mooring fields and on both sides, nothing that goes down the channel towards,
Well, that's why Steve's boat was T-pumped.
oh.
he's lucky he wasn't on the boat. And they would have gotten seriously hurt. A boat came in, they got disoriented from Champlin's, all the light pollution on the shoreline.
Yeah.
And tried to cut through and they T-boned Steve's boat. And if they were on board, somebody would have gotten hurt.
My
So
years
I
of
could
driving lunch out
certainly-
there, I would say we need less light.
I would be, yeah, I agree. I would be more than happy to look into getting red and green lights for the channel markers as opposed to doing anything with the Coast Guard. Because all they're trying to do is get rid of theirs.
Right, that's which is unusual. Okay. All right.
I actually, the red and greens at night probably are not a bad idea for the channels. Only because we tend, like, especially like in like June, July, you get like those kind of foggy nights. And it is easy to get spun around. I mean, how many years have I been out there? And I get spun around all the time.
I have
It would nice to be able to hit a buoy and be like, ooh. Yeah. Now I know I'm at least in the channel or out of the channel.
Yeah, being on the water at night is completely different. I'll look into the cost and they're just caps on the tops of them. And we have plenty of spares that I could add a couple of more. That wouldn't be a
All right. Okay,
problem. More stuff for people to hit.
but if they're lighted, they'll see them. Right?
Yeah,
Right,
so
so-
they can see the big digger on the side of their boat as they.
Well, yeah, you can pinball the soon lights.
I'm telling you, Charlie, you give people far too much credit sometimes. Go out there at night, drive launch on a Saturday night. It's chaos out there. There are idiots everywhere. I like the one.
Okay, so we did number 9, so we last item on the agenda, harbor management plan section review. Patrick and I did not connect. I think there were, from the minutes of our last meeting, other people had signed up for a section. Do we want to just, does anybody have anything to report or put it on the agenda for
No,
next time?
I quickly went through Evan and I's
Yeah, I
section, so I'm gonna reread it and then I guess we'll.
Yeah, I read through it like briefly, like took like 20 minutes before I came in
Right.
here just to look through it. I had a couple notes, but it wasn't anything like substantial. We can always wait till next meeting if we want to like find time to actually. get it.
I think that should be on the agenda every month for a while.
Yeah, I put it on just in case someone had something they wanted to bring up about it, but it can stay on.
Just see what I answer.
We have 2 years before it needs to go in front of the
Is it 2 years now?
2 years.
That means we finished it 3 years ago? But I thought it,
And
oh, it's from when we submitted it, right?
Newport just got theirs approved, so we're way ahead of Steve Land, which is all I'm here.
I'm good with that. I'm on board with that. I'm on team McConville.
Okay, any additional discussion needed? Items for next month's agenda? Are we all set?
I guess the only thing I'll bring up that I circled just so it's fresh on everyone's mind was I guess you guys don't have a packet on you, but just talking about usage of the bait dock by people that whose slip it's not. So essentially, like if Greg's boat's gone, the harbor master has the right to assign it to somebody that comes in under the header of it being for safety, which isn't really the case. I don't have a problem with it being assigned and it being rented out, but I just feel like maybe in the future we should just take out the whole safety clause because it's not being rented out for safety; it's being rented out for revenue, which I don't think there's a problem with.
So I would just highlight that. and-
Yeah, I put a little note there. And yeah, that's honestly like one of the only things that stood out to me when I was flipping through it, but I went quick, so.
Okay. All right.
Did you guys hear about Bobby?
No.
He had a nice little fall on his scooter.
No.
Yeah, he's got some hardware in his ribs right now
Oh, geez.
When he
Yeah,
was up
ribs?
He was,
down in Florida.
oh, that thing goes fast. Too
I think
fast.
it was a new one that went even faster.
Oh no.
He's got chains connecting. his
Really?
ribs.
It was bad?
Ribs
His
are the
ribs?
worst too, because you can't,
What did he,
you can't sneeze, you
Must
can't
have
blow
had
your
floating
nose.
ribs they had to put together.
was it mostly his ribs that got?
He must have had a car, sideswiped a car or something.
Oof.
Oh, no.
Oh, man.
Beer.
I wonder if he's gonna ditch the scooter on Block Island now.
Yeah, right.
Oh, that electric,
So-
yeah, was it the electric scooters?
Well, quick wishes to.
Yeah,
be
definitely.
texting.
Oh, man, that's brutal.
It's painful.
Poor guy.
The world is electric.
All right,
Okay, entertain a motion, close the meeting.
second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay,
All right.
all right, thank you all. Good, good.